This question is asking us to describe a linear relationship and construct a linear rule. And when we do that, of course, we need to come back to y equals mx plus c. And remember, m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. And that is normally the starting point. So the way I want us to think about this is y-intercept is the starting point for a lot of these cost functions, and the gradient is the rate. And if we keep these things in mind, then we're probably going to do really well. So then if I have a look at this specific example, then I can say the call fee is $5. So therefore my starting point is $5. That means if I called Jess's taxi service to come out and just sit outside my house for some very strange reason, it would cost me $5. Now the rate here is $2 for every kilometre. So therefore my gradient is $2. That's the rate. Every kilometre, $2. Which means when I turn this into y equals mx plus c, then my rate is going to be m, my y-intercept is going to be c, so the rule for this relationship will be y equals 2x plus 5. And that is where x is the number of kilometres and y is the cost. So I might even write that of cost equals 2 times kilometres plus 5. And that describes that relationship. So here is my linear relationship that I need now to sketch. So you'll notice that I've drawn my axes, and my axes I've actually just focused on positives and positives because we won't have a negative charge and we won't have a negative number of kilometres. So that's pretty reasonable to do. So now remember, I always label my axes. So I've got y and x. Y is actually the cost of the journey in dollars, and x is the kilometres, so the length of journey. So now it says I need to construct a linear rule that describes the fee. That's what I've done, and now I need to sketch it. And remember, whenever I make a linear relationship, then what I need is 2 points. So I have a y-intercept, a starting point at 5. So I'm going to put here that here is my starting point, and that will have coordinates of 0, 5. And that means when I go 0 kilometres, it's going to cost me $5. Now, looking at this rule, if I go a $5 call-out fee and $2 for every kilometre, so if I go 1 kilometre, that's going to cost me $7. If I go 2 kilometres, that's going to cost me $5 for the call-out fee, and 2 lots of 2 kilometres makes $9 altogether. That's where I get my gradient of 2. And I know, for example, that if I went 1 kilometre, that would cost me $7. So now what I'm going to do is have my 2 points, and I'm going to get out my ruler, and I'm going to rule my straight line. And that's my straight line. And if I really want the examiner to fall in love with me head over heels, I'm going to write y equals 2x plus 5 on the line. And that's how we turn a charge system into a linear relationship with an equation, and we use the rate and starting point to make that equation.